going on, everybody? This is Matt Does Fitness, and it takes a lot of balls to play golf the way I do. Okay, first golf joke. Okay, so assuming you are aware, I am back from my holiday. 3 weeks where I only trained twice in that entire time, so obviously a lot of inactivity there. I was pretty scared coming back here, pretty concerned about the amount of strength I would have lost, and the good news is I don't think I've lost too much. So today, first session back, I went for squats because I figured that's the one where I'm probably going to suffer the most, so I thought I'd get it done. I went for 5 sets of 5. I was probably fairly safe in going for 150 kilos, 331 pounds, and I got all 5 sets of 5, and I actually felt pretty strong. I reckon I could have gone probably at least another 10-15 pounds heavier than that. But to be honest, I'm pretty happy to complete that session, having not really trained for 3 weeks. And I mean, obviously I wanted to be safe. I wanted to make sure I got all of my reps in. That was my kind of priority. Plus, I don't want to be ridiculously sore, or I want to try and minimize the amount of soreness I have over the next week to make sure I can obviously get the rest of my sessions in with decent enough quality. But yeah, really pleased to get that in. It felt really nice, even though it kind of sucked at the same time. It felt really nice to be back in the gym and to be getting some work in. You can probably realize or hear in my voice, since I've got back, I've had 2 days of being like ridiculously allergic. I think it's probably partly to do with the fact we haven't been in our house for like 3 weeks, so it's probably got a bit of dust. I don't know what else, but yeah, I'm just a bit allergic and it's frustrating. But to be honest, as soon as I start training, it goes away completely, so that's a bit of a bonus. It just sucks for the rest of the time. Yeah, you can see here, depth's pretty good. It felt nice because, I mean, while I was out, I did manage to get one session in where obviously I didn't have my stuff with me, so I managed to do some squats, deadlifts, and bench. With my squats, I had no squat shoes and no belt. And I tried to go heavy. It didn't feel very nice, but obviously here, having all my stuff, particularly the belt, just feels a lot more secure, and I felt really happy to be back in the gym and to be getting some work in. I am pretty weird on that front. I imagine a lot of you are the same. Even though obviously I really enjoyed that 3 weeks off, it was awesome. It was nice just to kind of relax and not have to worry about getting up and training. At the same time, I never really feel right. Whenever I have a long period, more than 2 or 3 days without training, I just don't really feel like myself. I don't feel normal. I feel like I need to. I mean, I've had so many years of training almost every day, like 6 days a week. Whenever I go for a prolonged period without doing that, I just feel really weird. I love the feeling of kind of training really hard, getting that work in, and then relaxing. Then I feel like I can kind of have the rest of the day to relax or not worry about training so much, particularly on rest days and stuff. So I definitely miss that, but I'm sure it's done me some good. To be honest, I'm pretty surprised because I mean I expected this to feel a lot heavier, a lot harder than it did. I took creatine. I decided to take creatine the whole time while I was out there. I'm only taking 5 grams a day, but I figured I'm not planning to cycle it, so I might as well just continue to do it, because otherwise, obviously, coming back, I'd have to kind of start from scratch again, and it would take me another week or 2 weeks to get my levels a bit saturated. So by just kind of continuing it while I was out there, it's not a big hassle to do it. It's just 5 grams a day, and it means I think that's definitely helped me to maintain a little bit of strength. But yeah, on the basis of this session, I don't think I've lost too much, which is obviously very pleasing because I was quite concerned about how much that break was going to affect me. But yeah, 5 sets of 5 at 331 pounds, 150 kilos, nothing special, but I'm pleased to get that work in. And I reckon within a week, 2 weeks maximum, I'll be back to where I was before I left. And obviously at that point, I can then look to put some more strength on, and get really strong and move towards my kind of year-long targets. I then did some front squats, did 3 sets of 3 at 120 kilos, which is 264 pounds. I felt pretty good there. I felt a bit more solid. What I tried to do here was sit back a little bit more, which obviously makes it easier to hold the bar on your chest. Sometimes I feel like I fall, or I let the bar pull me forwards too much, and then it's kind of almost like a forearm exercise trying to hold the bar there. But I felt pretty good in those. And then I moved on to some accessory work. So did some penalty rows off the ground. Again, I felt like I kind of preserved quite a lot of strength. I don't feel like I've lost that much from when I went away, which is obviously very pleasing. I did 3 sets of, I think, 10 down to about 8 of those. Then did some wide grip chin ups here. I definitely have lost a bit of strength, definitely noticed that. I managed about 12 reps on my first set, which was a bit of a drop. Before I went away, I think I was doing like 18 or so, I think. So a little bit of a drop there. I was actually planning to do some chin-ups while I'm away. That's the kind of thing that you always associate going away and not being in the gym with doing bodyweight stuff. Oh, thanks, mate. Bodyweight stuff like chin-ups and that, but I couldn't find any suitable bars to do chin-ups on. There was one that I thought I might be able to use, but when I got to do a bit of a closer inspection, I was pretty sure I was going to snap that, so I didn't use it. I then did some machine, like cable, not machine, like cable rows, using the kind of natural grip attachment, which feels really nice for me. I feel a big amount of lat engagement every time I do these. I did 3 sets of 12-ish on these. I actually struggled a bit here. Obviously, I haven't done any kind of this kind of stuff for a long time, so my grip was starting to kind of give a little bit. So there were points where I felt like my grip was my limiting factor over my actual, back fatigue. But all in all, a really, really solid, promising session back for my first one, and it felt awesome to be back in the gym. I finished with some, as you can see here, some dumbbell arm curls, 3 sets of 12-ish, and that was my session. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as always, and I will see you tomorrow.